quarterback keeper. He gets about 12 yards all the way down across the 35 to the 33-yard line, where it'll be a first down for the Panthers. Trace Jackson on the carry. A flag was thrown. Colin Harjo on the tackle. There was a flag on the play, so we'll hold off for the officials. Holding penalty will be assessed against the Panthers. And it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and it'll take the ball all the way back across the 35 to the 37-yard line. So it'll be a first down at about 14. Ball incomplete, almost intercepted. So it'll bring up second, and it's still about 14. Pass was incomplete. Bagby on the almost interception, but falls incomplete. Intended for number 1, Dylan Bryant was the intended receiver.
Can you read this for the Okmulgee Bank?
And the ball is incomplete. So it'll bring up at fourth down, and still 14 yards to go. Quintez Jim to punt the ball. The Bulldogs will take over on their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Quintez Jim on the tackle, the ball carrier. Trevian James on the carry, and he's hit after about a 2-yard gain. So bring up second at about 8. the ball out to the 23.5-yard line. Pass was deflected, knocked down, and incomplete. Austin Drury on the deflection for the Panthers, so it'll bring up a 3rd down, and still 8. Quantez Jim on the quarterback sack before he could get the ball off, so it's a sack. And the ball is all the way back inside the 20 at about the 17-yard line. So it'll be 4th down for the Bulldogs. And the ball is recovered by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs get a break and recover the ball on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Austin Drury, first one in to meet the ball carrier for no gain on the play. So Brad Bell, quarterback, met the line of scrimmage for no gain, 2nd and 10. Montez Jim on the hit. There's a flag. And the ball carrier is dropped at the 30-yard line. Fumble. And the Panthers get the ball back at the 31-yard line on a fumble recovered by the Panthers. So once again, the Panthers have the ball at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 on a recovered fumble. Trace Jackson this time in right off the right side. Jeremiah Williams on the stop. About a 6-yard pickup on the play. It's probably 2nd and 4. The ball just shy of the 25-yard line in Bulldog territory. 2nd and 4. Seth Sandlin this time with a keeper, quarterback keep. And the ball is all the way down inside the 20-yard line at about the 17. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Seth Santlin again around the left side. Trevian James again, number 11 on the stop, but not before about a 6 or 7 yard pickup all the way inside the 10, about the 9-yard line. It'd be 2nd and 2. Be 2nd down and 2 to go. The ball just inside the 10-yard line. Brace Jackson on the carry. Raven Jordan on the tackle. There is a flag. And a holding penalty will be assessed against the Panthers. Ten-yard penalty, backs the ball up to the 21-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and about 14, 13 or 14. Sandlin this time drops back to pass and keeps the ball and run out of bounds by number 42, Raymond Harrington, but not before about a 10-yard pickup. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 4. The ball is resting somewhere right around the 10-yard line. 3rd and 4 for a 1st down for the Panthers. Pass is incomplete. Austin Drury, the intended receiver, and falls incomplete, so it's a 4th down. 4th and about 3 or 4 yards from about the 10-yard line for a 1st down. Flags on the play. Encroachment call this time will be assessed against the Bulldogs. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty and a 1st down for the Panthers. Encroachment. So the ball inside the 10 at about the 5-yard line. Goal to goal from about the 5-yard line for the Panthers. This time the ball carriers met behind the line of scrimmage. Raymond Harrington again on the tackle, number 14. Jake Henson, the ball carrier. And a loss on the play of about 2 yards to bring up 2nd and goal to goal from the 7. Cameron Johnson, number 79 for the Bulldogs on the interception. Finally tracked down and tackled by Trace Jackson, but not before he goes all the way down to about the 13-yard line, where the Bulldogs will have a 1st down from the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Timeout, Panthers. Ball carrier this time met after he picks up about a yard on the play. Vontez Jim again on the stop for the Panthers. Call it a yard gain. 2nd and 9. The ball at the 11-yard line. The ball is incomplete, intended for Travion James, but it's incomplete. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Ball carrier gets close to the goal line.
Quentin Daniels on the carry.
Quentin Daniels on the carry, and he goes.
15. Shane.
And he goes for a 1st down all the way down to the goal line. He's just shy of the goal line, so it's a 1st and goal from the 1. 1st and goal to go. Shane Quick on the tackle for the Panthers. This time the quarterback is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Chase Skinner on the carry. He's met right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Number 7. This time is stacked up by several redshirted defenders right at the line of scrimmage. Quentin Daniels on the carry. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and a timeout. Bulldogs. When play resumes, it'll be a third down, and the ball is resting just inside the 1 yard line, third and goal from the 1 yard line for the Bulldogs. And the flag are thrown. Illegal procedure. We'll back the ball up. Illegal motion backs the ball up 5 yards. So the ball's at the 6 yard line, third and 6. Goal to go from the 6. Travian James on the reception. Sandlin on the tackle. Pickup of about a yard on the play, so it'll be 4th and 5. Goal to go from the 5 yard line. So it'll be 4th down and goal from the 5. Flags on the play. Ball is incomplete. So the Panthers will have the option. Illegal procedure declined, and the Panthers, on a good defensive effort, stop the Bulldogs on their 1 yard line, and they will take over 1st and 10 from their own 5. 1st and 10 from the 5 for the Panthers. Good goal line stand by the Stigler Panthers. And Sandlin on the keeper. Goes forward for short yardage. He picked up about 3 yards on the play. Kelly Hammond on the stop. And it'll be a 2nd and 7. The ball somewhere around the 8 yard line. Dylan Bryant, quarterback. Ball is overthrown, incomplete. Intended for Kyle Allen. Incomplete. So it'll bring up 3rd down and still about 7. Ball is incomplete.
Intended for Dylan Bryant.
Dylan Bryant was the intended receiver, and the Panthers will have 4th down and still 7 from their 8 yard line, so it's a punting situation for the Panthers. 26 seconds left in the first quarter, and And the score's tied, 0-0. Quantez Jim, the punter for the Panthers. The ball is rolling dead at the 20, almost the 30-yard line, just inside the 30. So once again, the Bulldogs will have good field position from just inside the Panther 30-yard line. 18 seconds left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Bulldogs. James on the reception and tackle. As the quarter ends, the score is 0-0, and the Bulldogs are threatening. It'll be 2nd and 4 from inside the 25 at about the 23-yard line for the Bulldogs, as the first quarter comes to an end with no score. Second quarter resumes. It's 2nd down and about 4 from about the 23-yard line for the Bulldogs. Ty Mitchell almost on the interception, but the ball falls to the ground and incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. Seth Sandlin on the stop. There is a flag on the play. Daquan Wilson on the carry. But there is a flag, so we'll wait for the officials. This time it's a holding penalty against the Bulldogs. From the spot of the foul, it'll be 10 yards marked off from the spot of the foul, and so it'll back the Bulldogs up 10 yards and replay the 3rd down. Holding. So now it's 3rd and about 14. Trace Jackson on the tackle, the reception made by number 4. Kyle Shores. And he's hit immediately after about a 4-yard pickup. Let's call it 4th and about 9. Fourth down. And punt formation for the Bulldogs. Kyle Shores on the punt. The ball rolls dead at inside the 20-yard line. The ball on about the 15-yard line for the Panthers. Once again, they will take over offensively. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Trace Jackson, this time he's stacked up before he gets back to the line of scrimmage, led by Chris Morgan. And no gain on the play. Let's call it a loss of about 2. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Now the ball is inside the 15. Trace Jackson, the intended receiver, incomplete. 3rd down. This time, Jake Henson on the reception. Jeremiah Williams on the stop, not before about a 12 or 13-yard gain all the way up to the 28. So it's a 1st down for the Panthers, 1st and 10 from their own 28. Dacon Wilson. It is a officials confirm. Trace Jackson on the reception, and he is injured on the play. Give Trace a good hand. Yep. And it is a incomplete pass on the play. So the Panthers will retain possession. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. This time the quarterback keeper, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 79, and that's Cameron Johnson for a sack, a loss of about 5 yards on play, 4 yards, call it 3rd and about 14. And the carry, the keeper by Seth Sandlin. Trayvon Johnson on the stop. Picks up about 8 yards on the play. So it'll bring up 4th down and still 4 yards to go. So Quintez Jim backs up for the punt. And the ball goes down across the 40-yard line to the 39-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 with 8:48 left to go in the first half. And the score is still 0-0. First and 10, 39 for the Bulldogs. Daniels on the carry for the Quentin Daniels on the carry. Stacked up Quintez Jim and others. Back to stop right at the so it'll be a 2nd and 10. Daniels on the carry again. Again, he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Miller, the first Panther in there, stacks him up for no gain. So it's 3rd down and still about 10. Says Sandlin on the stop. Kyle Shores on the reception, but it's short of the first down. It brings up a fourth down. There's still about 6 to go. 4th and 6. Trace Jackson back in for the punt return. The ball rolls dead inside the 20, about the 19-yard line. Chris Brown, the punter for the Bulldogs. So once again, there is a flag. Personal foul call against the Panthers is a major infraction, and backs the ball up. 10-yard line against the Panthers. Takes the ball back to the 10-yard line. So it'd be 1st and 10 from just inside the 10 for the Panthers. Trace Jackson on the reception. He gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And he's finally stacked up. Second and 10. Intended for Jake Henson, incomplete. 3rd down, 10. Ball is incomplete. Intended for Jake Hansen. Incomplete. Jeremiah Williams on the defense for the Bulldogs. So to bring up 4th down, still 10. Quantes Jim back to punt the ball. Ball rolls out of bounds at the 47-yard line in Panther territory. So once again, the Bulldogs will start out with good field position inside the Panther territory. So it'll be 1st down for the Bulldogs at the Panther 47-yard line, 1st and 10. got flags on the play, and it'll be an illegal motion. It'll be a 5-yard penalty marked off against the Bulldogs. Trace Jackson finally makes the tackle. Bagby on the reception, wide open, and he goes all the way down to the 16-yard line, 1st and 10, tackled by Trace Jackson. 1st and 10 from the 16. This time, number 40, Ty Mitchell, in on the tackle. Skinner back to throw the ball, and he's sacked behind the line of scrimmage for about an 8-yard loss. So we'll bring up 2nd and 18. This time the quarterback fumbles the ball, and we'll say it for the officials. Ball is retained by the Bulldogs, but it's another big loss on the play. Another 10-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and about 25 or 26. Dakota Moore on the stop for the Panthers. 3rd down and a mile. And the quarterback again is sacked. Trent Cassinger, the first Panther in there. And 3 straight sacks by the Panther line, and it brings up a 4th down and several yards to go. So it's a punting situation. Trace Jackson back deep. Chris Bound to punt for the Bulldogs. Ball goes all the way down to the inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. So the Panthers, with 3:19 left in this first half, with the score 0-0, once again have possession and deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Dylan Bryant, the intended receiver, overthrown and incomplete. Defended by number 4. Seth Sandlin this time on a keeper, and he clicks off about 30 yards all the way across the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 3:05 left to go. Wilson on the stop for the Bulldogs. So it's 1st and 10, with a little over 2:50 left in the half. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Jake Henson, number 14, and he's down on the field. Give this young man a hand. Jack Henson. He'll be back. Be 2nd and 10 from the 35 for the Panthers. 2:51 left in the half. Dylan Bryant, the intended receiver. Kyle Shores back deep defending, and it falls incomplete. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Pass was intended for number 12, Trace Jackson. James on the defense for the Bulldogs. So it'll bring up a 4th down. With 2:39 left to half, the score 0-0. Quintez Jim to kick, number 7, back deep. Quentin Daniels back to receive this punt. The Bulldogs will take over at their 39-yard line, 2:27 left in the half. Another sack on the quarterback. Michael Miller this time gets in behind the line of scrimmage and drops the quarterback for a 5-yard loss. Bell, the quarterback. So it'll bring up 2nd at about 14. Ball is incomplete. Blaine Thompson broke up the pass intended for number 13. Michael Simmons with the intended receiver. So it'll bring up 3rd down with 1 minute 54 seconds left in the first half. Number 18, the ball is incomplete because he was out of bounds. So Quintez Jim on the tackle. Trayvon Jordan. on the reception, but it was out of bounds and incomplete. So again, the Bulldogs back up to punt the ball with 1:38 left in the first half with no score. Been a defensive struggle for the word go. Chris Brown to punt, Trace Jackson to receive. And ball rolls dead at the 40-yard line with 1.5 left to go in the first half. The score is 0-0. Thompson on the reception. But there's a flag, so we'll have to hold up for the officials. It is a touchdown, but we'll have to wait for the officials. Hold it against the Bulldogs. So the Panthers, with 1:20 left in the half, score the first touchdown pass from Seth Sandlin to Blaine Thompson for the touchdown. Finally, the Panthers score with 1:20 left in the first half with the conversion attempt to follow. Jake Henson to hold. Quantez Jim to try the point after. The kick is up. No good. Kick is no good. So the score remains 6-0 in favor of the Panthers. 1:20 left in the first half. Quentin Daniels back deep for the Bulldogs. Quantez Jim to kick off. Ryan Bryant finally runs him out at the 40-yard line. Quentin Daniels on the reception. Finally run out of bounds about the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 with 1:14 left in the half. Michael Rivera grabs hold and holds on. And the ball carrier picks up about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Daquan Wilson on the carry for the Bulldogs. 2nd and about 6 from the 44. time the ball carrier is stacked up by several red-shirted defenders and stacked up for a loss. Daniels was backed up to the original line of scrimmage. And with 20 seconds left at the half, it'll be a third down and still about 9 or 10 to go. And the clock runs out, and the score 6-0 in favor of the Panthers.
Please welcome the Showpiece Band from Okmulgee High School. Welcome. Showpiece Band from Okmulgee High School.
Series B to the Stigler Panther marching band.
again on the keeper. This time he picks up about 8 yards, goes up to the 40-yard line, so it'll be third and about 2. Harjo and James on the stop for the Bulldogs. Picks up about 6 or 7 yards all the way across the 45 to the 47-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers. This time a handoff to Trace Jackson. Trent Cassinger, the ball carrier. On the carry, picked up 7 yards. Second and about 3 from the 47-yard line in territory. The stop for the Bulldogs. There's Sandlin this time through a big hole all the way down to the 15-yard line, 10-yard line. And on about the 12-yard line, first and 10. Good run by senior quarterback Seth Sandlin all the way down close to the 10-yard line on about the 12. So it'll be first and 10 from the 12. Wilson on the stop for the Bulldogs. This time Sandlin with the keeper as he's hit by number 11. Travian James on a nice defensive effort that time. Breaks through the line of scrimmage, stops Sandlin for a 2-yard loss on the play. Second and 12. Harjo also helped in on that stop for the Bulldogs. Pass was incomplete. Intended for number 12, and it's incomplete. Third down and 12. 77 on the pass defense, broke up the play. And it's a dead ball. Illegal motion called against the Panthers. We'll move the ball back 5 yards. So it'll be third and about 17. Ball is incomplete, out of bounds. So it'll be fourth down from about the 18 for the Panthers. So it'll be fourth and about 16 or 17. Ball is complete. Austin Drury on the reception. So it's short of the first down, so the Bulldogs will take over. Ball is on the 4-yard line where the Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. Line at the line of scrimmage, the ball carrier is stacked up by several red-shirted defenders. Wilson on the carry, and I think there's a loss on the play of about a yard. 2nd and 11. Quantez Jim on the stop. Wilson on the carry for no gain. 3rd down, still about 11 or 12. Loss of a yard on the play. And the ball is fumbled. We'll wait and see. Looks like the Bulldogs recovered it, so it'll be 4th down. And no gain on the play. Fumble recovered by the Bulldogs, so it'll bring up 4th down. Trace Jackson back to receive this punt. Trace Jackson on the reception. Goes over the 20-yard line all the way down to the 19th. So the Panthers will have good field position with 6:28 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Seth Sandlin goes right up the middle. Harjo on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Pick up about 3 or 4 yards. So ball up to the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 or 7. Blaine Thompson on the reception. This time he catches the ball and goes a couple of yards forward, gets over the 15 to about the 16-yard line. It's about the 12-yard line. 3rd and about 2. Wilson and James on the stop for the Bulldogs. Right up the middle. In over the 5-yard line. 1st and 10. 1st and goal. First and goal from about the 3-yard line. Says Sandlin, quarterback keeper, goes in for the score. And with 4:47 left to go in the third quarter, the Panthers score for the second time tonight, making the score 12-0 with the conversion attempt to follow. Incomplete. Dylan Bryant, the intended receiver, falls incomplete. So the score remains with 4:47 left in the third quarter, 12-0 in favor of the Panthers. Quintez Jim to kick off for the Panthers. Quentin Daniels, the deep back for the Bulldogs. Quintez Jim. Wilson on the reception. Quintez Jim on the tackle. The ball carrier's tackled at about the 16-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over first and 10 from their 15, just over the 15-yard line. Miller on the sack for the Panthers. Michael Miller on the sack. Skinner sack for a long loss, about a 10-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 20. Pass is incomplete. Bring up a 3rd down and 20. James was the intended receiver. Falls incomplete. That's broken up. Good defensive effort that time. Intended for number 11. Travian James. Broken up by Thompson and Sandlin on the defense for the Panthers. So it'll bring up a punting situation for the Bulldogs. Trace Jackson back. Chris Brown to punt the ball for the Okmulgee Bulldogs. The ball rolls dead at the 30-yard line. So once again, the Panthers have good field position from the Okmulgee Bulldog 30-yard line, 1st and 10 with 3:37 left in the third quarter, and they lead 12-0. Trace Jackson. Trent Cassinger on the carry. Picked up about 2 yards on the play. So we'll bring up 2nd and 8. The ball just inside the 30. Let's call it the 28-yard line. This time the Sandlin is sacked by number 11. Travian James on a good defensive effort that time, breaks through and tackles the quarterback for a big loss on the play, all the way back to the 43-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and about 25. Ball incomplete. There is a flag on the play. Okay, roughing the passer. Personal foul penalty will be called against the Bulldogs. So that is an automatic 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So the Panthers will have 1st and 10. Inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. Roughing the passer penalty. 15-yard penalty and automatic 1st down from the 28. Cassinger on the carry. Gets up over the 25 for about a 3-yard gain. Johnson on the tackle for the Bulldogs. 2nd and about 7. This time the quarterback says and keeps the ball, goes around the left side for about a 15-yard gain, all the way down to about the 12-yard line, or 12 or 13-yard line. Daquan Wilson finally runs him out of bounds after about a 15-yard pickup, all the way down to about the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Seth Sandlin this time, a keeper again, around the left side, picks up good yardage, all the way down to about the 5-yard line. Timeout, Bulldogs. We have a third quarter score at Fort Gibson. Fort Gibson in the third quarter are ahead of Hilldale 10-7. When play resumes, it'll be second down and about 3 from just about the 5-yard line. Touchdown. Trent Kassinger on the touchdown run, a 5-yard run over the middle, and he scores a touchdown, bringing the score 18-0 with the conversion attempt to follow. This time the try for the extra point by Quintez Jim. Jack Henson, the holder. The kick is up. Kick is no good. So the score remains with 53 seconds left in the third quarter, 18-0. Favor of the Stigler Panthers. Quentin Daniels again, back the deep back for the Bulldogs. Quintez Jim to kick off again. Panthers leading 53 seconds in the third quarter, 18-0. Andrew Moore on the tackle for the Panthers. The ball is brought back across the 20 to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. We'll have to wait for the officials to straighten this out. I think it was a lateral and then fumbled and recovered by the Bulldogs. So it's a loss of 4. So it's 2nd and 14. Ball carrier gets back to the 20-yard line, picks up a couple of yards. Hammond on the carry. Stacked up by several red-shirted defenders in the middle of the line. Third quarter comes to an end, and the Panthers lead the Bulldogs 18-0. Okay, play resumes. The Bulldogs have the ball. 3rd down. 13. Loose ball. Quarterback is tackled for a big loss. Dakota Moore on the tackle. So it'll be a 4th down for the Bulldogs. Trace Jackson on the reception of the punt. Takes the ball all the way back across the 35-yard line. So the Panthers, Jordan on the tackle for the Bulldogs, but the Panthers once again have good field position. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. Sandlin on a keeper and a good defensive effort that time by number 57. Samaria West on the stop. Good defensive play that time by number 57, Samaria West. So it's a big loss of the play, 2nd and about 16. And Sandlin on the keeper around the right side, picks up short yardage. Good. Jeremiah Williams runs him out of bounds for just a short 2-yard gain. So it was 3rd down and about 13. Johnson on another good defensive effort. And through and makes the tackle on the quarterback all the way back to midfield. So it'll be 4th down. And the Panthers will be forced to punt the ball. Quintez Jim to punt. Ball rolls inside the 15, so the ball is on the 14-yard line. Once again, the defense for the Bulldogs come through and force the Panthers to punt the ball, and once again they have possession on their own 14-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:38 left to go in this ball game. Keeper on the play. Pickup of about 2 yards on the play. Dakota Moore on the tackle for the Panthers. Michael Rivera also in on the stop. Let's call that 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Ball is out of bounds, incomplete. Kyle Shores was the intended receiver. So it'll bring up 3rd down and still about 7. Timeout, Bulldogs. Panther fans, we have another home game next week here with the Hartshorn Miners. A 7:30 starting time next week right here at Panther Stadium. Third down and 7. The ball resting on about the 18-yard line. Cassinger on the stop at number 1. Brad Bell, the ball carrier, for about a 3-yard gain. They bring 4th down and about 4. So the punting team has come in to punt the ball to number 12, Trace Jackson. The ball rolls over the 50-yard line and dives on about the 49-yard line. So once again, the Panthers will take over. 8:02 left in the ball game. leading the Okmulgee Bulldogs 18-0. 8:02 left to go in the fourth quarter. Trace Jackson breaks one. Jeremiah Williams finally runs him out of bounds, not before he gets all the way down to almost the 10-yard line, about the 11-yard line first, and 10 from the 11. Cassinger on the carry, and he goes in for a 11-yard touchdown run by number 28, Chris. Yeah. Number 28, Trent Cassinger goes in for the score. And once again, the Panthers score a touchdown with 7:46 left to go in the ball game. That brings the total 24-0. Favor of the Panthers with the conversion attempt to follow. The kick is up, and this time the kick is good. Quintez Jim to kick off once again. Daniels is the deep back for the Bulldogs. Quentin Daniels on a run back all the way from about the 10-yard line for about a 85-yard touchdown run. Quentin Daniels, number 6. Yeah, number 7. Nice run back by number 7, Quentin Daniels. The conversion attempt to follow. The holder is number 2, Skinner. Chris Bound to try the point after. The kick is blocked. No good. So the score remains 25-6. Sandlin and Jackson back deep. Chris Brown to kick off. And we've got a flag on the play. Offside penalty. So that will back the ball up 5 yards and another kickoff. Once again, we'll try the kickoff from the 35. Sandlin on the reception, and he takes the ball up to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Let's call it 27. Michael Rayleigh on tackle for the Bulldogs. So 7:26 left in the ball game. Panthers once again have a 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Cassinger on the carry. Johnson, along with others, on the stop for the Bulldogs. 2nd down. Ball is incomplete and is intended for Dylan Bryant. Falls incomplete, bring up 3rd down. Quarterback keeper picks up about 5 yards, but short of the 1st down. Keontae Hammonds on the tackle for the Bulldogs. So another good defensive stop for the Bulldogs, so they will get the ball back. Quintez Jim to punt the ball. Daniels once again back deep. This time, Quintez Jim was not able to get the punt off, and he's tackled. So the Bulldogs, on good defensive effort this time, will get the ball back at the 25-yard line. Michael Reyes on the tackle for the Bulldogs, the first one in. So the Bulldogs, with 5:52 left, have the ball deep in Panther territory, 1st and 10 at the 25. Wilson on the carry, picks up, just gets over the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. Dakota Moore, the first one to hit him and bring him down. Second down, 9. Brooks Copeland, number 58, on the tackle. The screen pass complete. Con Wilson, the reception, tackled out there by Brooks Copeland for no gain. Third down. Travion James was the intended receiver, overthrown and incomplete. Fourth down. Mitchell on the pressure to the quarterback, and the ball is incomplete. So the Panthers will take over. 4:22 left in the ball game, leading the Bulldogs 25-6. Trent Cassinger again right up the middle, finds a hole, picks up 15 yards all the way up to the 40. First and 10 for the Panthers. William Shirley on the stop. 15-yard gain on the play, Trent Cassinger. First and 10. This time the quarterback keeper gets back to the line of scrimmage. Johnson on the stop for the Bulldogs. Cassinger again gets over the line of scrimmage for maybe a yard. So it'll be a third and about 8 or 9. Let's call it 8 yards. Third and 8. The ball just over the 40 at the 41-yard line. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Trace Jackson on a run around the left side. He's finally stacked up after about a 8-yard gain. Jeremiah Williams finally on the stop. It'll bring up a fourth down and about 3. Offside encroachment against the Okmulgee Bulldogs. It will be a first down for the Panthers. Trace Jackson is hit just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Pick up a yard. Travian James on the defense for the Bulldogs. Let's call it 2nd and 9. The ball is at the 46-yard line. I believe it'll be an incomplete pass. And Thompson. Trace Jackson on the carry. Picks up short yardage. 77 on the tackle. And the clock shows a minute to go in the ball game. 4th down and about 3 or 4. And we have a flag. Another offside encroachment. So that'll give the Panthers a first down with 39 seconds to go. And they're on the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. And a kneel down. And that may be the last play of the game, and it looks like it will be. The ball game is over. The Panthers win 25-6. And you Okmulgee fans, have a safe trip back to Okmulgee. Thank you for coming. Good night.
What are you doing here? Huh? What's going on? I'm waiting for my brother up there. Ah, okay. What are you doing? Huh? You beating up somebody beside the head? Oh, you beating your daddy up? It's a long line. Huh? So that's a long line. Oh, yeah. So you get you some good pics? Well, yeah, I live stream the whole day. Oh, really? Yeah. Why, you want to help? Well, yeah, I'll help you. If you needed me. Well, next Friday. Are you in Shelby Offner's class? Or Mitchell Bird's class? Well, go up to one of them and tell me if you want, or go up to Shelby and tell her that you'd like to help. Shelby or Mr. Bird? Shelby. Shelby. The tech ed teacher? The tech ed teacher? The new tech ed teacher? I haven't seen her before. Well, she's over in that building right behind us. Yeah, I'd help you. She is. Where is she? She's out there always taking video and film. She's wearing freeze and a white shirt. She's right there. Is that her? Where? She's taking a picture and it's a crazy white shirt. It kind of looks crazy. It looks different. No. She's a white girl. Oh, that's a man. Oh, yeah, that's a... No, she's wearing blue jeans for freeze. Alright, I gotta go down there and see it.